How we doing, everybody? Welcome back to Dagwoodz Tonsorium. I'm Dagwoodz, and today we're going to be doing a shave with Wholly Kaw's King of Bourbon. So, from what I can tell, this is in his new Buffala base with the addition of water buffalo milk. So this is a new base from Sri at Wholly Kaw. Really looking forward to using it. So I've used one other bourbon scent in this channel, and that was the club's signature. So this is similar, but this seems to be a little bit more. It's obvious. It's lighter scent. Wholly Kaw is not nearly as strongly scented as your Ariana and Evans in the club, and where the signature line focuses on vanilla and tobacco undertones, with the bourbon encompassing everything. This really embraces the bourbon aspect of it, but there's a lot going on underneath, and it's very well blended, so I can't really pick out individual scent notes. Possibly some tobacco in there, most likely. Some maybe a little bit of vanilla. And I'm guessing vanilla as well, because the soap does have a darker color, which is an indication of some vanilla or vanillin. All in all, really nice scent. I have the matching toner right here. Again, this is not nearly as sweet as the club, but all in all, still the same. Here's the Buffala base, and when that's done posting, I'll go ahead and I'll post the scent ingredients as well, the scent notes. For the shave today, we're going to be using my Shavemac. This is a 2-band finest, 2-band Silvertip 26mm fan, slowly becoming one of my favorite brushes. And then for the razor today, we're going to be using the Heljestrand Mk, or Mark 31. I just honed this up last night. Finished honing it and had it sticking really good. This is probably one of the sharpest razors in my den right now. Not just because I just finished honing it. That's probably one of the better edges I've gotten on a razor. Very easy HHT5. Just had to literally just bring the hair down on the edge of the razor, and it popped right off. No sound. So really, really sharp. Gave it a nice long stropping session, so it should be good to go. All right, so strength of scent on this is about a 2 out of 5, which is typical of your Wholly Kaws. I did bloom the soap, as is typical, and poured the bloom water into my lather bowl. I'm not expecting this to load slowly. Matter of fact, looks like I'm just about there. I got a ton of soap on my brush already. That was maybe a 20-second load, maybe a 25-second load. You can see how much soap I've got in the brush already. I'll take all the good stuff out of here. So as far as how much I know different people bloom different amounts of water on top of the soap puck. I typically do about a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons. That seems to be enough, and I dump whatever doesn't soak into the soap into my my lather bowl, and use that to start building my lather. I also, this was brought up on the shaving cadre in one of the discussions. Somebody asked about blooming the soap. I don't need to bloom my soaps. I do it out of habit. It's just part of my routine. There are a few soaps that I don't, as long as I remember not to. That is Declaration Grooming's Bison Tallow, as well as CBL soaps. Both of those are soft enough that blooming really isn't necessary, and actually will cause you to load way too much soap. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of load it like you hate it, and but there is a point where you load too much and it just becomes untenable. You end up making way too much lather. It's almost distracting how much lather you make. This is coming together really nice, pretty quick. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. Mine was, as you would expect out here, just another day. That's all good. You guys notice I've got my sponge right here. So what I do is I wet the top of the sponge. After I do my hot towel and everything, I'll take the top of the sponge and dip it in, squeeze it out, and it gives me a wet base to wipe my razor on. Also keeps the razor wet in between wipes. Little quick hack. That's an automotive sponge that I cut in half. I'm gonna have a little bit more here. I think this should be about it for what this soap is going to need. Whoa! Yeah, I think we're there. Might even be a bit on the thin side. This is the first time lathering this, guys. Just got this in the mail. Couldn't wait to use it. Really milky. A little more viscous than I was hoping for. Probably should have stopped before the last 3 sprays. That's okay. We can work the lather once we get it on the face. So, all right, guys, let me do my hot towel, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's get right into this. So, well, the scent of strength it might be a 2 out of the tub. It really opens up and becomes about a 3, 3.5 once it's on your face. Really pleasant. Almost smells like there's some musky undertones to it. Which, with this scent profile, is very pleasant. It's got a great sheen to it. Don't really need to add any more water. And actually, it's got a lot more substance to this lather than I was expecting. So, just from the visual of the lather, I'm expecting it to be slick like normal Wholly Kaw soaps, but I'm expecting the cushion to be exceptional. Let's see here. Wow. Have 2 days worth of growth. Combination of an ultra sharp razor and an ultra good soap is just becoming an ultra good shave. So, one trick for you new straight razor shavers. A lot of people have a hard time with angle. You never really know what angle you're coming in at. There really is a good measure of what your angle is. All right, and how you're keeping your angle over the contours of your face. One is try and keep about a spine width up to 2 spine widths of space between the edge of the spine closest to your face and your face. Remember, approximately 30 degrees is what you're shooting for, and you can check that with the angle of the scales to your face. So if you look, that's going to be at about anywhere between a 20 and 35 degree angle. The steeper you get, i.e. out like this, all right, the more likelihood if you're scraping your skin versus shaving the hairs, shearing the hairs off of your face. So, just a couple quick, easy metrics that you can use in the middle of your shave to determine whether or not you're too steep or too shallow. Too shallow, you're not going to get as close a shave as you normally would. Too steep, and you're going to start scraping your face, and that's what leads to irritation. I'm not going to work the lather too much right here. I'm just going to paint it on. Really enjoying the scent. I might have reopened that, but that's okay. If you feel the skin noodling up, it's an indication of a couple things. I might have gotten a little heavy-handed right there. but also it means the skin is too loose, so you need to stretch. A key rule when stretching: always stretch before you put the razor on your skin. I tell you this from practical and personal experience. Might not be a big cut, but it'll be a cut. So to refresh this blade, which was already had a pretty good edge on it, but it was starting to degrade, so I decided to take it to the stones to refresh it. I say stones plural, it's actually just one stone, but because I use a Japanese natural stone, I use a Shobudani Awasido. And I use a mixture of the Naguras and kind of a dilucot method, where you just dilute your slurry solution, which are what the Naguras do for you. They're slurry stones. I use a combination of alternating pressure, or decreasing pressure with decreasing dilution, or increasing dilution. So we're going to add a little bit of water in this last pass. Still got a really, really impressive sheen on this. Lather's got a lot of structure to it. We're going to add quite a bit of water here. Really wet this up. As predicted, the cushion on this is excellent. The residual slickness on this is excellent, although once you leave an area for a little while, you will have to apply water. Just to emphasize my point, I just went over that spot like 6 times. Still nice and smooth. This still has the donkey milk in it. Which was one of my top bases in the den before. This just made it better. This is better than the regular donkey milk formula. Nice. Remember, as little pressure as you can muster. Just try and keep it to the lather. Just act like you're wiping the lather off your face. And that, my friends, is a good shave. But seeing as though I seem to be shaving only every other day right now, just because of work and everything else, I'm going to go ahead and just do a little chasing on my cheeks. Do a little bit of against the grain. Again, on my cheeks. And my chin. There we go. It's especially important on your against the grain pass to concentrate on no pressure. The blade is going to want to stick. Just let the natural sharpness of the blade carry through the whiskers. Don't push it. Nice. Not trying to do the mustache area. Back to the honing. So I did a Tomo Nagura slurry, diluted down. For about 80 circles in each direction. At first, heavy pressure, and then very quickly into light pressure. And then went to medium pressure laps. Oh yeah. Oh, that's, yeah. Really nice. Really, really nice. Went down the laps. Did about 40 laps. Eventually getting to light pressure. Did about 20 light pressure laps. And then diluting the slurry down. Did another 40 laps on the diluted slurry with light laps. And then went ahead, rinsed the stone off, and then did water only for about 100 laps, going from medium pressure down to very, very light pressure. And by the end, the razor was sticking really, really well. So yeah, took all in all, took about 15 minutes. Not that long at all, maybe 20 minutes in total. So I got 6 other razors I got to refresh, plus I got to make sure that the razors that are in the PIF are good to go. I'm going to try and get the edges just like this. But alright guys, I'm going to go finish cleaning up. Be right back. Alright guys, had a wonderful shave with Wholly Kaw's King of Bourbon. One of the better shaves with straight I've had in a very, very long time. So the shave was enjoyable enough. I went ahead and I chased it and got there. Yeah, I got a couple spots down here. This is where I get a lot of really bad irritation if I try going against the grain too much, especially with a straight. So tend to leave that alone, but I'm definitely DFS plus down here, but I'm as BBS as you can get up here. This is DS, BBS, Grail, whatever you want to call it. I won't call it Grail, but there was some feedback. It's been a while since I've used a straight razor to go against the grain. So, but not a fault of the soap. That's all user. So, King of Bourbon, guys. Awesome, awesome shave. Can really smell the spices of the bourbon coming through, and it's supported by a bunch of other wonderful, wonderful notes. Check them out at whollykaw.com. You can find King of Bourbon there, as well as at maggardrazors.com, Italian Barber, West Coast Shaving, Groomatorium. So check them out, guys. Can't go wrong. If you haven't checked us out at the Shaving Cadre, what are you waiting for? Stop on by, check us out. All right, I'm Dagwoodz on the Shaving Cadre. I hope to see you there. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and catch you later. Peace.